Guild always has something great going on, and we've got a preview of another great performance that's coming up. I want to welcome from the Theater Guild, Bob Matonti and Robin LaValle. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, it's great to be here.
Let's jump right in. The Theater Guild has this, what's a panoply of...
Panoply.
Panoply. What's a panoply of plays?
I had to look it up. I had to look it up myself. And I looked it up, and a panoply is when you have a selection of really good stuff. It's like a collection, and it's a collection of good things.
Okay.
So, well, we have, I used to think a panoply was a bunch of guys on horses, but that's another story. But a panoply, it's a really good group of plays. We have a little bit something for everybody in here. And what it is we put this thing together. It's 7 plays, 7 directors, some of which people who haven't directed a lot, like myself. I've directed once or twice, but it's not really my thing. I'm more of an actor type. But it gave us an opportunity to bring different people in.
Okay.
Along with the scripts. A lot of people are afraid of acting because they have to, how am I going to learn all that script stuff? But with our plays, we have some of the scripts you learn, you will have to memorize, but others you don't.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little bit something for everybody.
Okay. Now, Robin, are there still full story arcs in this, or are we taking bits of bigger plays and putting a section in there?
Yeah, that's a good question. Some of the pieces, like my piece that I'm directing, the rehearsal, is a full piece from beginning to end.
Okay.
Of a group trying to figure out a script. Where Bob is directing a piece from a Neil Simon.
Okay.
So you're seeing one little...
A scene.
A scene from it.
It has a story arc in it, but not quite the whole story.
Right. It still has kind of,
Oh,
they definitely looked for beginning, middle, and end.
Right.
So you aren't left hanging watching the piece. Yeah. So that's how it's set up?
Absolutely, and I can't say enough good things about our actors. We have 25 actors participating.
Wow.
And in varying degrees of expertise. Some people, some of our actors have a lot of experience. Some of our actors are daring to get on the stage for the first time. And we love it because as a director, there's nothing better than to get that person who's maybe not sure, and they get up there and they just light up. And then next thing you know, they're auditioning for everything because they just get hooked. So I'm telling you, come down to the Theater Guild, you're going to get hooked.
Okay, well, sounds like almost a threat. So where did you guys come up with Panoply? Who said, hey, you know what we should try next?
Well, we sat around, a bunch of us, and we threw out a bunch of names, and somewhere along the line, somebody come up with this name, and we threw it into the hat with a bunch of other names, and it just kind of stuck. So we all kind of said, you know, that's kind of made it interesting, a little bit something challenging, something that a guy like me from Brooklyn had to look up. But other than that, no, it fit perfectly because it is a collection of really good plays, and they are. It's kind of fun when you see the rehearsals to see this eclectic group from something a little bit more serious to something a lot more fun. And it's really, really good. I really hope people come down to see this because it's going to be very enjoyable.
Now, how does it work technically? Are there breaks between the acts, Robin? And are there going to be a few minutes of, okay, everybody use the bathroom, 10 minutes while we get set up for the next one? Or is it just people coming on, coming off?
Well, we have a whole crew.
Okay.
So what will happen is there probably won't be an intermission. In between?
Absolutely not.
No.
As a matter of fact, it's very seamless. I helped put it together. It's going to be very seamless. There's going to be a short little musical interlude while we reset the stages. And the way again, if I may throw in a little, our backstage crew is incredible. And we work our sound people, we got producers, which is my wife, by the way. Hi, Diane. We have sound people, we have incredible people behind the scenes that do a lot of publicity people. But it's going to be very seamless the way it goes. So there'll only be a few minutes in between, like maybe a minute or two, and then the next play will start.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, Robin, how are you involved? Are you directing, you're acting, or doing a little bit of everything?
No, I'm directing. I'm directing, like I said, a piece called The Rehearsal.
Okay.
And so the interesting thing, too, is, like he said, 25 actors. I've got 6 actors. He's got 2 actors. So it just varies from piece to piece, how many are performing in each one. And like I said, my piece is The Rehearsal with 6 people. So, yeah.
Now, in a shorter piece, some characters want to develop, and they want to have that time to develop their character and grow and change and have an arc and a story and a change. I've gone from this to this. Is it a different approach when you have just such a small window for the characters to all? I mean, 6 people on stage.
Oh no, definitely.
Their characters really can't evolve a lot, right?
Well, that's interesting. They do the homework on their own as far as what they bring to the table when we come to rehearsal. I can only speak for my group. They definitely, and because I have an improv background, I'm giving them a lot to work with.
Okay.
And we can pull back, but we go full tilt with what we're doing. And the actors, my group is taking it very seriously. I think all of them are. They're going to enjoy it immensely. And like some are memorized, some are not.
Okay.
Like mine, they're going to be actually reading from the script like a real reader's theater.
Okay.
But you still will see actors getting up and moving around. Other pieces will be like a traditional reader's theater. Well, they'll be at stands reading right from the script. Yours is completely memorized.
Yeah, they had to memorize because in mine it's a little bit more animated, people walking around, and it's a prisoner of Second Avenue, so there's a lot of funny stuff goes on there, so it would be a little bit awkward trying to read the script and get the right movement. And that's a director's call when you get the actors, and then so you kind of. And the actors I have hey guys, you're fabulous if you're watching this. They're 2 actors, but they're both incredible, and they both learned their script. By the second rehearsal, they were good to go. And now it's just a question of blocking, making sure everybody's standing in the right place at the right time.
And like you said, you guys chose the place, just a bunch of people throwing out a bunch of ideas, and you kind of collected the best ones up?
That's kind of how it started. We have a committee at the Theater Guild, and we all get together, and then they throw some ideas around, and next thing you know, then we got the idea of having this Readers Theater, and then you get some directors, people like myself who have some acting experience, but not a lot of directing experience. So then it's our chance to say, hey, I think I could do that. And I am having a ball. I love it.
And you just put on like a massive casting call? Like, hey, everybody, whoever wants to be part of this, come on down?
Yes, they put out the casting call, and then they have a specific time, and everybody comes. You can read for everything.
So are we going to see some actors in multiple times up on the stage? Okay, no.
No. Once you're cast in a piece, because it takes up a lot of time.
Oh,
But the actual event, the casting, everybody comes. They can read for everything. They meet all the directors at that time. And so it's really set up very well.
I will say when we send out notices about auditions, they're open to anybody. We welcome everybody to the auditions. We love to have new people all the time. Well, the only thing we ask is if you do get cast in a part that you join the Theater Guild. And it's a lot of fun, a lot of great people, and it's really, I'm having a ball, and it's like a second family now.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah, you get a sense of community about being in the Theater Guild, and like, the same folks working together.
Absolutely. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong.
You guys got some stuff coming up in May and some months coming up. Give me a quick preview. I'm sure we'll have you back, but quick preview of what else you have coming up.
In May, we have some people with a lot of theater experience, and they're going to get up and tell us a little bit about what it's like in different aspects of the theater. And in June, we have some really exciting stuff. We have it's called In Juliet's Garden, and it's going to be not a Shakespeare play. This is a comedic takeoff on a lot of stuff. But
inspired by?
It's inspired by the heroines.
On June 9th, we're going to have an open. It's free. June 9th, we're going to get together and have Shakespeare in the park.
Okay.
But it's not about Shakespeare. It's going to have a lot of music, a lot of fun. Look forward. You'll see it advertised.
All right, folks. Penelope of Plays, April 18th, Clubhouse 5. Doors open at 6:30. Make sure you get down there. Members are free, and guests are $10.
Yes.
Come on down.
Thank you, Bob and Robin. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.